Warning: this program may contain visuals that might offend sensitive viewers. Parental guidance is advised.
Kusinda kuyehlela kubathengi njengoba imalimboleko ilokhu inyuke njalo.
As a mother, that is breaking me because I'm working, my husband is working, but we can't even afford to support our children.
It's painful. You end up feeling like a walking corpse. Yes, Mary, I'm dead inside. I don't look forward to anything at all.
It's really a lot. It's draining, it's depressing. I don't even feel the energy or the desire what's in the game for game 17.
We expect global financial markets to remain volatile and policy rates elevated.
Okwamanje imalimboleko ekhokhwa abathengi ingamaphesenti angu-11.75. Kunamaphesenti ayisikhombisa kusukela ngenyanga amandulo ngonyaka 2021. Lokhu ke kusho ukuthi umuntu owathenga umuzi ngonyaka ka2021 ngo2.5 million usekhokha inkulungwane eziyisikhombisa namakhulu ayisikhombisa ngaphezulu njalo ngenyanga. Ukukhokhela imizi sekunyuke ngamaphesenti angama40 onke kusukela ibhange lombuso laqala ukwenyusa imalimboleko kubathengi esikhatheni esingangonyaka kanye nezinyanga eziyisishiyagalombili. Abakhokhela imizi kanye nezimoto babhekane nenkulu ingcindezi yokunyuka njalo kwemalimboleko esikhathini esifushane. Ukwenyuka kukaphethiloli, ukudla kanye nohlelo lokucisha konga ugesi, inkinga yempi yaqubuka eUkraine ngezinye zezinto ezaba nomthelela wekwenyuswa kwemalimboleko kuleli. Lesi simo sokwenyuka kwamanani sishaya sizwele kakhulu kubathengi abasha noma baqale ukuthenga kusukela ngonyaka ka2021 lapho kwakuthengeka kakhulu ngenkathi kwehle kakhulu imalimboleko ngoba kuhlasele iCovid-19. Abashadikazi abahlala emzini osedolobheni efana nalena futhi abanezingane eziyisikhombisa bakhala imathonsi ngobunzima ababhekane nabo kwezimali ekhaya labo. Sebeze bathatha isinqumo sokudayisa umuzi wabo ngoba akuselula ukuba bahlale kuona noma bawukhokhele.
The reason why we want to sell is because we can't afford staying here anymore. In like this house, when we first started living here, it was fine because we actually could afford to stay here. That was before everything just went up and up. But now, from 6 point something to 8 point something that we are paying, and we can't afford it because our salary don't allow us to afford whatever we can afford. And it comes in with groceries. We can't even buy groceries. We can't buy toiletries. But then we have young girls like my daughter. She's in grade 11 and she has a lot of needs. I can't even buy toiletries for her, which is also heartbreaking. My 2 young children, the one that's 6 years old, she's in grade 1. She don't even have winter clothes, whereby we can't even afford to buy it. We don't know where to go because we actually don't have family that we can say that can help us. That is, as a mother, that is breaking me. Because I'm working, my husband is working, but we can't even afford to support our children in whatever they want. Imagine your young daughter don't even have a bed. I have to ask my friends for help. Sometimes you feel so hopeless because you can't do whatever you need to do for your children. Yeah, they have to walk home from school. At least my husband got someone that offered to take them to school, but they have to walk a distance from school to home because we can't even afford transport. And before we used to have money to pay for transport and all whatever we needed. We can't even keep up with the water and lights. We had to go make arrangements because they last year in August they came to cut our lights. So in December last year we had to go make arrangements. So now we have to pay all that money and it comes from my salary. And when we're done with everything, I don't even have one rent in my account. My husband, he's paying the house.
Bathi akuselula neze ukuqhubeka nesimo sezimali njengoba bebhekane nenkulu ingcindezi.
I'm not going. I just feel hopeless.
Umama wakuleli khaya uthi kwesinye isikhathi uze afise nokuthatha impilo yakhe ngoba engazi ukuthi athatheni ahlanganise nani.
I can't do this anymore. I can't. There was a time I actually felt to take my own life because I can't do what the mother is supposed to do for her children. I'm working, I'm earning a salary, but I can't provide for my children.
Bathi inkinga enkulu neyaba nomthelela kwezimali kwaba ungakwazi ukukhokhela ugesi ekhaya labo.
They cut off the power here for a month. I go there, I ask them, they say we must come and make arrangements. When we come there, they show me an amount of the month that they cut off. I say, no, what is that? They say, no, we estimate. I say, how do you estimate on something that you did cut off?
Abakwazi nokusebenzisa imoto abanayo ngoba abakwazi ukuthela uphethiloli.
I can't even drive that car. Because if petrol is up, I'm using public transport. That car is just staying there. My tires it's bucket up there. And if you use it, you must think twice because now, if you go too far, you're going to stop. No petrol.
Kwesinye isikhathi akukho kudla okwanele.
Sometimes she did go and sleep hungry without me knowing. Then I asked her, now what you gonna eat at work? No, don't worry about me, I'm alright. And when she come back, I can see my wife is still hungry. She will give her food to the children to eat.
Akusiyena kuphela obhekane nalenkinga.
2021 ke movela in this house. So installment ya koloi, by the time you decide already I've worked out okay, I have fees to pay, I have petrol to account for, I have now the loan, the home loan. Okay, with salary kilimoyona, these are the necessities, not like you're living a luxurious life or prove a point where you can afford this and that. It's just a basic home, it's just a basic car, nothing flashy. And then as soon as honali the interest hikes, wa bona hore salary is stagnant, it do the same place, but the installment are going up. So I started cutting down body life policies, body clothing accounts. I can't. But hanako inseya you were shorter because it's like a huge chunk taken off your salary, and hosina any compensation for it or to make up for whatever shortages eunandlion.
Yize ikhona imizamo ayenzayo kodwa imbeki indawo.
I ended up taking loans, marege with time how sa khona ho di afford. I'm living beyond my means, and it's because ke batla ho kwala se ke kwale se. Ha o bona installment ya loan or okay, e re ke tla afford as long as nka cover 1 2 3. Already I'm in debt. Ha ke re ka sheba di debts tsa ka di feta what I earn. So I ended up opting for hore ke debt review. I consolidate everything. But still hwatshwana, because everything else is just going up.
Usephila ngokuboleka imali ezalayo komashonisa futhi uselahlekelwe nayithemba.
O end up ahoya ho bo mashonisa. At the same time, ha nkile mashonisa ba no ba ranger mo interest between 30 and 50%. Already you're losing out on money. You're getting in 1,000 rand, you have to pay back 1.5. Now going 1.3, if you are lucky, you interest a lower. But it's just that. Sometimes you even think of, okay, can I borrow just 200 rand to cover a petrol 2-3 days? As it is, I get a petrol. I'm like, okay, it's hitting hard. It's hitting really hard. Because already, let me just say, the all-inclusive, the house went up from like 3,000 rand. It's a guy 3,000 rand. Already 3,000 rand covers food, covers petrol, covers part of the fees. And that's like really tightening the belt.
Ingabe uzizwa kanjani kulesi simo aphila ngaphansi kwaso?
All I can say is that it leaves you empty, and waking up with such burden, your thoughts, it affects you as a person. You can't laugh, you can't socialize. You just want to be left alone to deal with your frustrations, and that's it. It's so hard to laugh. Even if joy comes, it lasts for like that second, and that's it. You get swollen in the whole situation. You are suffocating. There's no way that which door you're gonna knock onto. It's painful. You end up feeling like a walking corpse. Yes, Mare, I'm dead inside. I don't look forward to anything at all.
Mbukeli kusobala ukuthi umuntu osebenzayo onomuzi kanye nemoto uthwele kanzima yize kungelula ukubona lokho. Iningi lidlelwa imizi noma liyapatanisa ukuyikhokhela.
My interest rates at Karunyuga, it's been really difficult. It's been tough because every month you get so anxious. Okay, how many basis points match? And you just think, okay, so you are imoto, kuzonyuka bondi, kuzonyuka malevizi, kunyuka petrol, like everything literally goes up. And at the same time, I knew the salary. So my salary stays the same. I'm expected to cover all my expenses and still live and provide for myself and my child. But akwazi because ibond manje sinyuke mhlambe ngo-2,000 rand ever since I started paying, ever since I bought the house. But low 2,000 rand, it doesn't mean my salary has gone up by 2,000 rand. And it's not the only thing. Kunyuka nama policy, yonke into iyanyuka. So like, I feel like as a middle class, we are literally just shrinking in South Africa. Maybe the rich are getting richer, bona aba abekho as affected because they've got savings. Thina sinama savings. Even if you try to save, useva kanjani imali ingekho. It's tough, honestly. It's frustrating. It's depressing. Uyalale like ulale ungalele ucabanga ukuthi what am I gonna do? Sometimes you're like, yo, anginakushona no petrol ukuze ngiye emsebenzini. You know, ngcono ngishona laba mhlambe that work from home. They have that luxury, but sometimes I can't work from home. I have to go to the office. So I'm like, okay, petrol ngangifaki full tank. I don't even remember the last time I full tank. I'm just like, I don't. Like saying literally saying if I go 300 rand, like if I get it, ngiyafaka ngiqonsisile emotweni. But I say into it's okay, uma ngihola ngifaki full tank because my full tank is like probably 200-300 rand more than what it was. But then I'll probably sell this house. Ngibuyele ekhaya, ngiyohlala ekhaya nami ngingayikhokhi i-bond, not pay rent as well, and just do like sort myself out, yabo. Ube ngathi ngiqala ka yabo, because it's really a lot. It's draining, it's depressing. I don't even feel the energy or the desire ukuthi ngivuke ngiye emsebenzini.
Imali ayikhokha ngenkathi ethenga umuzi ayisafani nemali ayikhokha njengamanje.
Think about this house last year, like around Easter. I think my initial payments were like 9,000 something, 9,005 if I'm not mistaken. Mind you, it's close to what, 11, you know. I think the bank sent me email issue with isizonyuka, it's about 11,300 or whatever. Now we're being told not this month, but in July, apparently is on Yuga Foods. So that means this is about 12 or close to 12. Nguthathe put 12,000. Nginganayo imali already, like it's a lot. Like that difference being ezinye izinto, you know. But now I can't because one thing about it, so angikwazi nokuthi ngeze ngikhokhele kule nyanga lena ngizoyikhokhela next month or I'll pay half. I can't even do that. Not that I want to do that.
Kuba nsinyana kakhulu emntwini othenga imoto ukwenza ibhizinisi bese ngabi lula ukukhokhela imoto ngoba imali engenayo ebhizinisini ingenele ukukhokhela izikweletu.
It has put a lot of strain and frustration on us, and it's something that you can't overlook. You can't even save money or do anything. Even now, I can't even afford to pay actually my car. Groceries we've gone down. My social life has changed. You have to adapt to everything that you're not even used to. And not that you adapt in a positive manner. You adapt, then your children start suffering. And there's nothing painful to see something of that nature happens to a man.
Interest rate ayenza ukuthi singabi ne-business because manje abantu abaningi abasezi mina ngiku-e-hailing, and then ku-e-hailing we depend ukuthenga imoto ema-banks, through banks, and now the banks with this interest rates they charge more, and even our clients esidepende kuwo they end up trying to save imali.
Ibhange lombuso lilawula amandla emali kuba nzinyana ngoba inqumo ezithathwa ibhange lombuso zishaya kuzwele kwabadla imbuya ngothi. Sibuzo somnotho ukuthi yini enye yezinkinga ebeka abantu ezinkingeni benganakile.
Ubona kwethu kule survey besiyenzile sisuka kuyo ngoku abantu abaninzi bayanalo yokutshintsha besuka mhlambe kwezanto bezenza mhlambe abanye bejiwaza okanye apho sinawuthi ke mhlambe ubusebenzisa imali ungajonganga kuba ubunayo noko ubonakala ba unayo ubusentana pha into abayenzayo abanye ukuthi lana ukuswitch usuke kwizinto mhlambe ezingakho necessary utshintshele mhlambe kwento zazi ba apha zi necessary napha abanye abantu ke bathi bona baye beswitcha beyojonga kwezinye products mhlambe ezikhompyuthayo nezi products xa ujongile mhlambe ubusebenzisa isephu uAce usebenzise isephu engu-B oyaziyo noko ixabiso layo izinto ezinye ke abathengi sibabona bezenza kula research yethu but into ebalulekileyo kubantu bafuna abakuplana abantu abaninzi badla ngokungaplani umuntu azibone engesenamali ke kuba ethenga ngothenga engayazi ba into ziphi na izimalini na imali yakhe isebenzisa njani balekile lonto Badona libaleke kakhulu kodwa uba umuntu ayothetha ne-financial advisor okanye financial planner imncedise ngoba lokho siyathanda uzenzela izinto mhlawumbe umuntu abe ixakekile imncedise mhlawumbe ekujonge namatyala akhe nalapho mhlawumbe anokwazi ukuncedakala khona mhlawumbe ezibhankini okanye akwazi usebenzisana nezinye i-creditors okanye abantu abatyalayo. So ibalekile laa nto ke uba abantu.
Umbuzo uthi ingaba amandla emali kufanele ehle afinyelele kuphi ukuze kungenyuswa imali imboleko.
Inzala okanye ixabiso lemali imboleko liya ngokunyuka xa ibhanki enguvimba okanye i-South African Reserve Bank ixhalabile nge-inflation okanye ukunyuka kwamaxabiso kwi-economy. Bathi ke bona indlela abadla ngokujonga ngayo okanye bazama uhlisa ngawo amaxabiso kunyusa izinga lemali imboleko okanye inzala. Xa besenza loo nto ke babedla ngokuthi eyona nto ibaluleke ukuthi uba bajongile apha amaxabiso njengoba enyuka xa benyusa inzala abantu abaninzi badla ngokungabi namali bangakwazi ke ukuyothenga kuba kaloku izinto zinyuka kulaa nto sithi demand and supply. Xa ininzi imali ezandleni zabantu abantu bayathatha laa mali bahambe bayothenga ngayo abawanyusa amaxabiso. Okwangoku ngokubona kwethu kule nyanga ipheleyo apho bebonisa khona bebethe ku-6.9%. 6.9% ke ungaphezulu apha kulaa range bendithetha ngayo ebathi ngu-3 to 6%. So bafuna ubona ide yehlele ngaphantsi ko-6%. Ide ke mhlawumbi phaa iyabona xa seyizinze phaa ke ngoku phaa bathi yi-midpoint phaa komambe 3.5%. Badla ngobathi bathi hayi ke noko ingathi izinto noko zizinzile. So apho izawuthi izinzise khona so uzayibona yona isihla ngokuhla kwayo uba ingathi ke ngoku izinze mhlawumbi xa isifika phaa ko-4%, 3% siyibone ipha kulaa level ixesha noko elandileyo.
Ukwenyuka kwemali imboleko kunciphisa imali kubathengi futhi kwenza kube nzima kuba bakwazi ukumelana nezinye izikweletu kodwa amabhangi elokhu ezuze njalo nakuba abantu besindelwa.
Miraculously, the dealers are smiling because they are seeing the increase of purchasing power. Most consumers are buying cars, but on the other hand, those cars are being repossessed. So there is an imbalance there because if I can give you a case study, a consumer who is earning 18,000 rand a month, he's a truck driver, bought a brand new Toyota Fortuner. That car was repossessed within 5 months. He couldn't even afford to pay the first installment. And he said he can't even afford to buy diesel for that vehicle. Since he bought the vehicle, he's going to work with taxis.
Ingabo umthengi angakwazi ukukhalaza ukuthi walutho ukucikica inkontileka kanti unawo yini amalungelo lapho.
In terms of the National Credit Act, you have to be given the pre-agreement or a code of that particular purchase that you are going to make. So if the dealer gave you a code, right, and the bank or the finance house has given you a pre-agreement to say you bought a vehicle of 700,000, this is how much you're going to pay per month, this is your interest rate, right? And you signed off or you accepted that pre-agreement, it means that you are liable. You have already forfeited or waived your right there because you have agreed with the terms and conditions.
Ingabe isinqumo esihle yini sokudayisa imoto noma umuzi uma uzizwa ukuthi uyasindelwa ephaketheni?
If you sell your current property now, when we try to buy this property back next year, you can't afford it. Look at the people who bought the properties 5 years ago. They can't afford to buy the same properties in the same area because they have appreciated so much. So sometimes try to retain the property, even if you have to rent it out and you go and stay somewhere. When you recover, you can come back to your property.